AI Business Brief for March 30th, 2026. OpenAI killed Sora after burning $1 million daily with under 500,000 active users, refocusing compute resources on enterprise tools. Bluesky's new Attie app lets you build custom feeds using plain language, eventually expanding to vibe code entire apps. Suno's v5.5 now lets musicians train AI on their own voice with verification to prevent impersonation. Here's the full breakdown of today's top AI stories for your business. AI Business Brief 2026-0330. Next section, lead story. Next section, OpenAI axes Sora after 6-month money pit. OpenAI shut down Sora this week, just 6 months after its public launch. The decision wasn't about privacy concerns or data collection. It was about money and priorities. According to the WSJ investigation, Sora peaked at around 1 million users before collapsing to fewer than 500,000, while burning through roughly $1 million per day in compute costs. Video generation is expensive to run, and every user creating fantastical scenes was drawing down a finite supply of AI chips. The broader story: while an entire OpenAI team focused on making Sora work, Anthropic was winning over software engineers and enterprises with Claude Code. CEO Sam Altman made the call to kill Sora, free up compute, and refocus on business products ahead of a potential IPO. Disney found out less than an hour before the public announcement, killing their $1 billion partnership deal instantly. What this means for you? Consumer AI video tools are still too expensive to sustain without massive scale. If you've been waiting to invest in AI video for your business, this is a reality check. The tools that survive will be enterprise-focused with clear ROI, return on investment, not social apps. Stick with established platforms like Runway or wait for the market to shake out. TechCrunch podcast. Next section, tools and launches. Next section, Bluesky's Attie, build custom feeds with plain language. Bluesky launched Attie, an AI assistant powered by Anthropic's Claude that lets you create custom social media feeds using natural language. Ask for posts about folklore, mythology, and traditional music, especially Celtic traditions, and Attie builds the algorithm. The long-term vision is bigger. Users will eventually be able to vibe code entire apps on top of Bluesky's protocol without any coding experience. For now, Attie is in closed beta. Join the waiting list at Attie AI. If you run a community or niche business, this could be a way to curate content feeds for your audience without technical skills. The real opportunity comes later when you can build custom apps on open protocols. The Verge. Next section, Suno v5.5, train AI music on your own voice. Suno released v5.5 with 3 new features focused on customization. Voices, train the model on your own voice, my taste, personalized preferences, and custom models. The Voices feature is the most requested. You can upload clean vocals, finished tracks, or sing directly into your phone. Suno requires a verification phrase to prevent voice theft, though this might be vulnerable to existing AI voice clones of celebrities. If you create audio content, demos, or need voiceover work, this is worth testing. The quality depends on your recording setup. Cleaner audio requires less training data. This won't replace professional voice actors for client work, but it's useful for rapid prototyping and internal demos. No pricing details announced yet. The Verge. Next section, HP LaserJet printers with AI workflow tools and quantum-resistant security. HP launched 2 printer series aimed at small businesses. The LaserJet Pro 4000/4100 May launch, and the Enterprise 5000/6000 June availability. The Pro series is the first small business printer with quantum-resistant security, addressing a 34% predicted likelihood of quantum computer attacks by 2034. Both lines include AI-powered workflow tools like automated guided redaction and advanced OCR, optical character recognition, that HP claims can cut manual document processing time by 50%. The Enterprise series scans at 200 images per minute and prints up to 57 pages per minute. It runs HP Wolf Enterprise security to minimize cyberattack risk. The Pro series promises 25% lower ongoing print costs with LaserJet toner technology. If you handle sensitive documents, healthcare, legal, financial, the quantum-resistant encryption is future-proofing worth considering. The AI workflow automation is useful if your team spends significant time on document processing. Wait for pricing details before committing. Small business trends. Next section, Business Playbook. Next section, the music industry's Don't Ask, Don't Tell AI policy. According to Rolling Stone, the music industry has quietly embraced AI across genres, but nobody wants to admit it. Artists use AI to experiment with arrangements, demo new songs, and create sample material. Producer Young Guru estimates More than half of sample-based hip-hop now uses AI-generated funk and soul samples instead of licensing original music or hiring musicians. If you create any kind of audio content, podcasts, video soundtracks, internal training, the industry standard is already AI-assisted. The key is understanding where to draw the line. Use AI for ideation, demos, and background elements. Hire humans for final client-facing work and anything requiring authentic performance. This mirrors how design teams use AI for mockups but hire illustrators for brand assets. The Verge. Next section, Pricing and Access Watch. Next section, Apple Music and Qobuz roll out AI content labels. Apple Music launched optional transparency tags for AI-generated music. 4 categories: track, AI-generated sound recording; composition, AI lyrics/melody; artwork, album level only; and music video, standalone or bundled visual content. The system is voluntary, relying on artists and labels to self-report. Qobuz also launched automatic AI detection and labeling, following Deezer's 2025 implementation. If you use stock music or commission audio for business content, start checking for AI labels. Voluntary systems mean inconsistent disclosure, so ask vendors directly. For client work, transparent sourcing matters. Some industries, legal videos, healthcare content, may face compliance issues using AI-generated media without disclosure. The Verge. Next section, Industry Moves. Next section, Mistral secures $830 in debt for European AI data center. French AI startup Mistral secured $830 million in debt financing to build a data center near Paris, powered by 13,800 NVIDIA GB300 GPUs, 44 MW capacity. The facility becomes operational in Q2 2026, targeting governments, enterprises, and research institutions seeking customized AI environments instead of relying on third-party cloud providers. Mistral aims for 200 MW of capacity across Europe by end of 2027. For European businesses or those with data sovereignty requirements, this expands options beyond US-based cloud providers. Mistral's total funding, $2.9 billion, still dwarfs compared to OpenAI, $180 billion, and Anthropic, $59 billion, but the infrastructure focus signals maturing European AI capacity. If you work with EU clients or handle GDPR-sensitive data, Mistral's regional infrastructure could reduce compliance friction. CNBC. Next section, AI music streaming fraud nets $8 million, results in guilty plea. Michael Smith pleaded guilty last week to creating hundreds of thousands of AI-generated songs and using bots to stream them billions of times, earning over $8 million in royalties. This case sets a legal precedent for AI-generated content fraud in streaming platforms. If you use streaming platforms for business content, hold music, retail playlists, website audio, verify your content sources are legitimate. Royalty fraud schemes artificially inflate streaming counts, potentially affecting platform economics and royalty rates for legitimate creators. The Verge. Next section, Quick Wins. Pretext Browser Library for Text Rendering. Simon Willison covered Pretext, a new browser library from former React Core developer Cheng Lu. It calculates the height of line-wrapped text without touching the DOM, making text rendering effects dramatically faster. The library splits text into segments, measures them using off-screen canvas, caches results, then emulates browser word wrapping logic. If you build web apps with complex text layouts, documentation, content editors, chat interfaces, this could eliminate performance bottlenecks. The library is tiny, few KB, and supports all languages including mixed RTL Arabic with Korean and platform-specific emojis. Tested against entire books in multiple languages to confirm accuracy. Simon Willison. Python Vulnerability Lookup Tool. Simon Willison also released a Python Vulnerability Lookup Tool. Paste a pip reject, TOML or requirements, TXT file, or load dependencies directly from a GitHub repo. The tool queries OSV, dev database and displays vulnerabilities with severity levels, affected version ranges, and disclosure links. Run this against your Python projects weekly. Catching vulnerabilities early prevents security incidents and compliance headaches. Bookmark the tool and add it to your code review checklist. Simon Willison. Next section, Outlook. 2 patterns dominate this week's AI news: consolidation and customization. OpenAI's Sora shutdown shows the consumer AI market is brutal. Tools need enterprise revenue or they die, regardless of how impressive the demos look. Meanwhile, platforms like Suno and Attie are doubling down on letting users customize AI to their specific needs. The winning formula combines powerful base models with user control, not one-size-fits-all products. For small businesses, this means focusing on AI tools with clear ROI and avoiding anything that feels like a social experiment. The infrastructure news from Mistral and the security features in HP's printer Signal AI is becoming operational infrastructure, not just a novelty. Plan accordingly. That concludes today's AI business brief. From Carolina Clear Tech, stay smart, stay ahead.